Can I tell you, I was on my way over here. I see so many fun things whenever I'm on my way over here. So I was driving over here and I am so glad there were not other people on the road because I legit veered into different lanes looking at this man. There's this jacked man with a chainsaw in his hand on the sidewalk texting. Like he must have been like trimming his own trees or whatever. But
Yeah.
he was standing there and he had his like chainsaw wrapped around him. He was in his tank top and all of his like utility belts and was just like standing there texting. This man, I have never seen in real life such an attractive human being standing on the side of the road. And he caught my eye and I was like veered into the other lane staring at this man. And I was like,
You should have stopped for a casual conversation.
I really should have just like pulled over and been like, excuse me, monsieur, do you have directions? I don't know where I'm going.
I'm lost. Please, could I come in for a lemonade? Just really quick.
I'm parched. I'm famished, if you will.
Oh,
it's been 13 hours and 7 days. That's
parched,
a song.
all right.
Yeah. Do you know that song? Probably not.
13 hours and 7 days. What was that, like 1980?
Actually, yes. It was from Sinead O'Connor.
I wasn't even alive.
I know.
Okay, I do know of that artist, but I was not alive.
It's been 7. What'd she say? It's
yeah. Okay.
7 hours and 15 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dysfunctionally Yours, the podcast where we embrace the chaos, laugh through the struggles, and find hope on the other side of trauma. I'm your host, Brittany, and if you've ever felt like your life was a beautifully messy roller coaster of dysfunction, trust me, you're in good company. Here, we'll have real, raw, and sometimes ridiculous conversations about mental health, relationships, and healing, because let's be honest, life isn't always pretty, but that doesn't mean we can't come out of it stronger and maybe even smiling. So grab a cup of coffee or a glass of bubbles, and let's navigate this wild journey together, dysfunctionally, but never alone.
Welcome back. How was your week?
Yeah.
Big sigh. Yikes.
I mean, it was fine. Like, It's not that anything was particularly bad. I think I've just been in not like a funk, but like it's been really hot. I haven't liked that. I don't go outside. I stayed inside. Like I had the AC set at 66 and my house was 70 because my AC can't keep up with how hot it is. And so I'm just sitting and, being on SSRIs, I'm just like sweating to death all the time. So like I'm literally sitting in the AC just sweating. And so I actually had a dream last night that I drove from Colorado to Missouri to meet my friend who doesn't live in Missouri. They live in Chicago, but we met in Missouri to have lunch. And I was talking to her and I was like, I can't live in Colorado anymore. It's too dry. I need to move to Minnesota where there's water. But I'm scared to move to Minnesota because Ryan just started his business and we're established in Colorado and we have the house and I just don't know what to do. And then my friend was like, well, Chris, we have fires and smoke. And I was like, at least you have water to put the fires out. We don't even have that. So I subconscious is like freaking out because it's like, you can't live in Colorado anymore. It's too hot. You can't do it. There's desert. Like it rained for the first time the other day and I was like, water?
What is this foreign substance?
Literally.
It was so funny because everybody's like, it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. And I was like, pish posh, it hasn't rained in 922 years. And then I walked from my car or from the building into my car. And in that time frame, I was drenched because it was just pouring and pouring and pouring. And I was just standing there having a full conversation. Part of why I got drenched was because I was not done having a conversation. So I stood in the rain having this conversation. I got into my car looking like a whole drowned rat, but like nobody even cared. Like we were both just sitting there chatting away in this rainstorm. It wasn't sprinkling. It was pouring down rain. And we were just sitting there talking, and I was
Doesn't
like,
that just tell you how desperate us Colorado people are for water? Like,
right.
my skin is dry. Like, this air is dry. I can't breathe. Like, I'm doing my walk.
Great.
I'm doing my walk, and my watch is like, oh, your heart rate's 151. What? I'm just walking because this air is so damn dry and thin. Like, honestly, I'm going to file a class action lawsuit on behalf of the people of Colorado to do something about this climate.
I'm not. Please don't include me in that, because I have lived all over this country and I moved back and still stand 10 toes down that the climate in Colorado is better than anywhere ever at all.
Has it always been this awful? Not that it's unbearable.
Always been this dry because it's like the mountain desert. So like, yes, it's always been this dry. It has been unbearably hot.
Yeah.
And we did used to see more rain in the summer.
Like, if I wanted to go roast to death in Phoenix, I'd go do that. That's not why. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like Nevada. I don't want to be like Arizona. I don't want to be like New Mexico. Like, I wanted lush green rain. But no. Here, all we get is dust and heartbreak.
Oh. And there you have it, folks. There you have it. If you want to join the class action lawsuit, please slide into our DMs and Chris will add you. Aside from that, what's your relief of the week?
My relief of the week. What is my relief of the week? Oh, gosh, what good stuff has happened this week? I don't know. I'm like my week's just been kind of average. Like, nothing. I'm trying to think. What's something good? Well, the week was over. I'm glad that the week was over.
You know,
like it was a pretty heavy. It was a pretty heavy work week. Lots of big stuff happening with work that required me to work until. And I know there are people out there that regularly work until like 7:00 at night, but my job is pretty structured. In that
the words we're looking for are cushy.
A solid 8 to 4:30, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when I have to put in like once every couple months or so, when I have to put in until like 6 or 7, I'm like, man, I can't do this.
My life is over.
It was awful. It was like I get home at 7:00. I had enough time to eat dinner and then do a 1-mile workout, and then I go to bed. Like, what? That's not being a functioning human. That's I don't know what that was, but that was not Chris.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's a lot. Like, heavy work weeks. Like, all jokes aside, right? I can give you a hard time for your cushy work hours, but also that is the dream. That is like what people long to have. And yeah, not everybody is a psychopath like me that's like, let me work more. So, and I say that,
girl, if I could have retired when I was 25, I would have.
I know. I remember you telling me that. You being like, it's time for me to retire. Honey,
like, I'm tired.
Honey, you've been working for 4 seconds. You're fine.
It's almost been 10 years that I've been in the workforce. That's just, I'm exhausted. I'm perpetually, constantly, consistently, I am wasting away. Like,
thriving he is not, folks. Thriving he is not.
For that 10 years of work, I should get 20 years off. Like, that's how, like, I just can't. It is just too much. It is too much. I really should be.
I have been working for 30 years. 30 years. Obviously not in this job, but like, I have been working since I was 14 years old. 30 years.
I don't think I got my first job. What was my first job? Okay. So, believe it or not, my first job was picking green beans from a field. I lived in Iowa. I lived in Iowa. Can you imagine? Can you imagine me? I know. That's what it's, and I did it for like maybe, I don't know, maybe a month, but I didn't even get paid minimum. I think I got paid like $6 an hour because it was like Iowa, and it was just like this farmer that lived in the community. And I just wanted like some extra money for something. I don't remember why. So
how old were you?
Oh God, 18. I'd never had a job. And then I maybe 17. And then I went to college, and then I didn't work my first year.
So it still actually hasn't been 10
Wait.
years.
No. No, I did work my first year. I worked in the dining center and I made sandwiches for people. And I did that for maybe 2 or 3 months. And the reason I quit was because one day they were like, "Hey, we're short someone in the dish room. We need to have you back there." And I'm like, it was hot back there. There was touching people's food, and I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm done. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm not doing this. I gave a proper I gave a proper 2 weeks. I don't need an employer thinking I'm trash, but like, no, you want to put me in the dish room and have me hosing down people's food? No, I'm not doing it. So I have so much respect for people that do that because that's a whole different beast. Like, honestly, all the things in life that I don't want to do, I have respect for people that do that because I think you all deserve to be paid so much more and deserve so much more than what you get.
I love how much I just learned about you just now, and I'm going to put it all in my pocket for a rainy day. It's all going right in there.
Did I just divulge so much information that you're like, I had no idea about any of this stuff?
We will hear about these green beans again. I promise you. This is not the last we've heard of the green beans. Okay. My ache and relief of the week. I'm going to keep it short. I will do the condensed Reader's Digest version.
Spark notes.
Spark notes. My ache of the week. My son had been in town and he left this week. And so I hate when he leaves. Like, I just hate it. Like, I'm okay with him being gone. I'm okay with him like living his best life. I'm okay with him being happy where he is, but like, I just hate when he leaves. So, boo. And my relief of the week, this is actually so ridiculous and whimsical, actually.
That you get to see me in this Labubu shirt.
No.
That's cute and whimsical. Oh,
that is
my shirt. I'm so cute.
It's cute and whimsical, yes. A
10-karat gold Labubu.
Cute and whimsical. This shirt says how I feel all day, every day. My face says this. Great. And my shirt says what my innards are saying. Innards. That's a gross word. Innards. Ew. Removing it. File it in your class action lawsuit as well. Remove it. Done. Okay. My relief of the week, though, is, do you know what a porch goose is? You're from the Midwest. You should know what a porch goose is.
Porch goose? Is it like a thing you put flowers in?
No. It's like a goose that you put on your porch.
Yeah.
And it has all of these ridiculous outfits that you can put on it and hats, and you can dress it up for the holidays. And
I was thinking something like a goose, but you put I've seen it where you put pots in and you can grow flowers.
No, so the porch goose
I get
is
it though.
I've always thought of it as just something that weird country old ladies do, but they're a thing. Like the porch goose is, many people have the porch goose. Anyways, one of the girls on my team, she has a desk goose, and it is dressed up in a tiara and a tutu, and it is fantastic. And so I peep this goose on her desk, and I was like, I want a desk goose. That's amazing. Everybody was so excited. And so I went and I bought desk geese for my team and outfits. And so everybody's going to get a desk goose, and whenever I've got a special outfit. Well, I haven't got it because I haven't picked it yet, but a special outfit for when everybody, if everybody has a great week or a hard week, sort of like an MVP outfit of the week type thing. So this little outfit can go from goose to goose, and little birthday outfits, so that when it's your birthday, your goose gets your little birthday outfit.
You need one for Halloween.
Yeah, no. All the things. We're all very excited about these silly little desk geese. And I would say that is my relief of the week. You got to find joy in something.
Sometimes it's the little things like that.
Yes. You have to find joy in something. And, if anybody saw the TikTok or Instagram or whatever I posted yesterday, going through it. Your girl is clean today, which your girl is unwell. And so finding.
But you were still gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
I think when you got here, I was like, I'd never seen you without makeup before. And the, like how many years we've known each other. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen you without makeup before, and you don't need it because you're beautiful.
Thank you. I'm on social media a lot without makeup. Like I just don't like that doesn't bother me, but I do come here with makeup on because I'm terrified of this lighting that it would wash me out. So I'm like, let me put my makeup on.
I mean, we should have just got a ring light, like I said in the beginning, but it's fine. We make this work. Yeah.
I'm leaving a moment of silence for the fact checkers to run fact on that statement. They came back and said false information. Moving on.
Damn, our staff work fast.
So fast. They're like ChatGPT and shit.
Except I don't think they're killing dolphins, but draining the oceans.
Look, take the good with the bad. It's fine.
Okay. You come back and talk to me when there's no more orcas. Okay.
Hey, the orcas that I was talking about that are stranded in that abandoned marine aquarium.
Yeah.
They finally are getting ordered to move. Like, I don't remember where, but there's finally some resolution on that. So that's very exciting to get those 2 orcas and like
free the orcas.
Yeah, the 8 or 12 dolphins out of there. And then there was also just a big situation with a bunch of beluga whales in a different aquarium for the same type of situation. And they also just they did move. So that's exciting. Like, I think, big moves for marine life.
I don't know how I feel about aquariums. I feel like maybe not, but I like zoos, and then that feels contradictory. So I'm just like, I'm living in this parallel universe.
Yeah, I agree. And my beloved Jackie and Shadow, the eagles, Jackie is injured. And so she has been rushed to a raptor conservation center, and they are trying to nurse her back to health. I don't know.
She need to find out.
Well, I mean, there's lots of things that happened to her. There some eagles that aren't supposed to be there were there, and so there was some eagle fighting that was going on. But then even when they got her, they realized that she's like incredibly anemic or something, and so she's just pretty unhealthy, and so they're trying to nurse her back to health. And I'm like, that's so sad because I see Jackie every day. I've been watching her for almost 2 years at this point, and so
where's Shadow?
He's taking care of babies.
Still the baby? I thought didn't they fledge? And
they did fledge, but now he's teaching them how to hunt and stuff. And so they
the life of a parent is just never done.
Yeah. So he's like doing all the things that Jackie was supposed to be doing. Like he teaches them to hunt and make sure that he brings food back to the nest so that they all get to eat in the event that they didn't catch anything. Like Shadow's doing what Shadow does. So
like a strong dad. We love strong dads.
We love a strong dad. Yeah. So that's very exciting. All right. Okay. I told you. Do what I say. I told you to watch that new documentary. Do you remember what I said it was called? A Toxic Love Story? Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Or am I misquoting myself?
No, I feel like that's right.
Let me look it just to make sure.
But you gave me like 24 hours.
Yeah. A Toxic Love Story. It's on Netflix. I did. I only gave you 24 hours, but that's okay that you didn't watch it. I prepped an episode around it, but I got you. Because as I was watching it, I was kind of wondering, why do humans just make the wildest decisions whenever there are feelings involved? It's like really no wonder why some people are like, feelings, ew, I don't want to talk about that. Because when they are involved, people are wild. Wild. So I guess for you and others that haven't seen the documentary.
I mean, some could argue, like when Ryan and I moved to Colorado together, I had only known Ryan for 4 months. And my friends and family thought I was crazy. They're like, you just met this guy and you've known him for 4 months and you've never left the state of Iowa. And I was like, yeah,
that's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
And it worked out, and we're married, and like we're still here. So like,
and everybody lived happily ever after.
I give my friends shit for that all the time. I'm like, remember when you all thought that I was crazy, but like, look what happened. Turns out I was right.
We love that because we love Ryan. Ryan's a walking green flag. Like, we love it. All right. So for those that haven't seen it, there's a couple, like a husband and wife. Wife is newly pregnant with twins, with babies.
Oh,
and all of a sudden, the man's ex starts stalking her, sending her all of these really mean, threatening emails, posting on Craigslist, like rape fantasies, so that people will come enact this rape fantasy to this girl who doesn't know that it's coming. So essentially to rape somebody.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just all kinds of wild stuff. Attacks are in the garage. You get a flash over here to a different couple, and they're talking about like the woman moving in, lying about cancer, deceiving all of these people, but ultimately just being like this really good person and being like she was this great friend. She was this great person. And then all of a sudden, years down the road, we find out you don't have cancer. You're lying about that. And so you're sitting here and you're like, how do these stories connect? I don't understand what's happening here. Anyway, I don't want to give all of that away. But so like you got all these very twisted, kind of confusing people. Like I said, things escalated with all of these threats, blah, blah, blah. And there was so many different parts throughout this. It's only like an hour and a half long. So there's so many parts throughout this where I'm sitting here shaking my head being like, what the absolute fuck is going on here? Like, I don't know my head from my ass right now. Like, I can't keep up. I'm so confused. And why are we lying about cancer?
Of all the things.
All of the things. And then other parts where I'm like, Craigslist? Like,
I didn't even know Craigslist was still alive. Like, that's still
it did take place back in like 2013. So it took.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it did take place back in like the height of
Craigslist for anything ever anymore. Like, that's not no.
Yeah. So do watch it. But anyways, I was thinking more about it, less about the one particular relationship in the show, but then more about just like what happens in human beings and relationships when dysfunction goes unchecked. It doesn't just start somewhere. It doesn't just end somewhere. Like, it's like a process. You didn't just walk in one day and suddenly you're batshit. Like, you were probably batshit the person before and the person before that too. Like,
it sounds like a great psychology like study to do, honestly. We should run a psychology group study.
We should. Oh my God, it'd be so fun. I would love it.
We're now taking participants.
Right. So like, you know, I was watching it. I was going to ask who you had thought throughout it you thought the crazy person was in that episode, but you didn't watch it, so I can't ask.
I'll watch it today.
Yeah. But larger topic being, what red flags do you think become like deal breakers or should become deal breakers for relationships?
Okay. Well,
moving cross country after 4 months?
No. Well, no, but not necessarily. So if you already have pets and you're like in love with this person and this person is like, I don't like your dog. If we want this to work long term, you have to get rid of your dog.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. That is a red flag. I'm not getting rid of any of my furry family members.
Yeah.
No, that is an absolute, if you love me, you love my dogs.
Yeah.
End of story. There is no negotiation room in that for me. I have 2 golden retrievers. When Ryan and I met, Ryan had a Chihuahua, and like thankfully they all got along great. But no, like if you want me, if you love me, if you want to choose me, you're choosing my dogs.
Yeah.
Or whatever that looks like for anyone out there.
I agree, because at this point, if somebody came in and was like, Brittany, get rid of your cats,
I'd be like, I'm getting rid of you.
Bye. These cats have nursed me back to health more times than I can count. More times than I absolutely can count. I have a gigantic white cat. She's like 13 years old. She's
grandma.
Yeah. And she was always just the sweetest little baby. And she got so big and so fat. Like she'd be turned into like the fattest cat ever. And so I used to say she was fat because she ate all of our sadness. Like she seemed to know who was sad, who needed her support. And that's where she was. And that's where she would stay. And then she would just kind of move on. And I was like, oh no, like this cat is the most empathetic creature I've ever seen in my entire life. She eats sadness. Like, no, absolutely not. My orange cat, I got him certified as an emotional support animal because he went everywhere with me. He did errands with me.
That is surprising for an orange cat because orange cats are normally chaotic
He's
as fuck.
The best. Like he'd go do errands with me. He'd ride in the car with me. He's traveled cross country multiple times in airs in the air and in cars. No, he used to go to the beach with me, hiking. No, he's awesome. And so it was like when I didn't want to go do anything because I didn't want to do errands alone or I didn't want to be by myself, I'd just be like, Flirkin, get in the car. Like, let's go. You're coming with me. And he did. And he did.
And
so,
he did.
Like, no, I'm not. These cats have been around longer than you will at this point. I haven't seen anybody else be around for 13 years except that girl. So anyways, why do people explain away obvious like problems that they see? Do you think? What a loaded question.
I think, I think some people, they have this desire to just be loved and to have that companionship. People are willing to overlook absolutely some weird and some chaotic and some very concerning habits and behaviors because it's okay. Yeah. You get along well enough, right? Like your last relationship ended. It was messy. You're feeling so low. You find this new person. They come into your life. They make you feel special. It's not just you anymore. You're not just like at home by yourself. Like you have this other human being that is showing some amount of interest into you and building or potentially building a life. And so I think people are willing to overlook some really chaotic and batshit things because they desire that connection, that companionship, and that person has a way of emotionally manipulating and exploiting that because those people come in and they know, like, you're wounded. I'm going to take advantage of that. And I can, and I will.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely so spot on. And it happens more often than not for all of those reasons. Like, right, people don't want to be alone. I've had friends that just continue to go back to just verbally abusive relationships and otherwise, and just incredibly controlling and manipulative relationships and be like, well, I'm this age. Nobody's ever going to love me, but he does love me. Ew, that's not love, actually.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Like, go love your dog. Like, go love your cat. Like, that's...
And learn to love yourself.
Love yourself.
Like learn some self-love, self-compassion. Yes. Like, give yourself that, like, lift up. Like, I am enough. I don't need this person coming in to make me feel special when I know I'm special all on my own.
Yes. And I think like people also ignore certain things because, right, if you were just in a relationship where, I guess I could speak for me personally, right? I've been in relationships where I say this with shame, but where I've been the problem and known that well, maybe not knew in the moment, but definitely realized after the fact, like I'm the problem. So then you try so hard to change who you are for other people to fit into a mold that somebody else wants you to fit in. I've been the problem before and then tried to almost counteract that. And so because I'm now in my head telling myself, no, I'm the problem. I need to do better. I need to be better. Then it's really easy to rationalize away the way somebody else is acting, which is also not appropriate either, right? We all have our own role in a situation. But I think people ignore red flags or bad behaviors because of that as well. You take on so much of it, or we also know if we've been Like if we've done something the same way for so long and it hasn't been working, we're like, okay, let me try something different. So this person who wouldn't normally be my cup of tea, maybe they are because they're so different than what I'm used to, which is also like at some point you do have to stay true to yourself. Like that's not, yeah, it just, that
And
doesn't work either.
some of it is like trial and error too, right? Kind of like what you're saying. It's like, okay, I've been interested in this kind of relationship or this type of person, and now there's some and it's always. And I don't want this to sound like I'm shaming any person or scenario, but even things that I see on Netflix, it's this, 50-year-old woman that it gets swept off her feet by this young 29-year-old with bleach blonde hair and blue eyes and muscular and all of these things. And
That
it's
can't
just
work.
like,
It just can't work.
No.
You can't convince me that long term that's going to work. In the moment, in the short term, is it fun and is it exciting for both people for some reason? Sure. Like who am I to,
Right.
I'm not here to ick your yum. What is that? Yuck your yum.
Ick your yum.
Ick your yum.
I'm not here to ick your yum.
I'm not here to yuck your yum.
I'm going to use that and just randomly now.
But like also, let's be for real. If there's a 30-year age gap,
chances are maybe let's slow down and
right.
think about this a little bit.
Somebody's going to die way before you do. Somebody is way further along in their career than you are. Somebody's going to retire long before you do, to where they're also like, okay, I'm retired. I want to go travel. And you're over here being like, I don't have enough PTO saved up. So, whatever. So yeah, I think we explain away the obvious problems for lots of different reasons. Have you ever ignored really big red flags on your own?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be very honest here. My only legit relationship in my life has been with Ryan.
That's so cute.
Prior to that, college was an experience. And that's about as far as that went. But
yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. Oh God, I'm thinking about some things and I'm looking back and I'm like,
he's like, I'm not telling anybody.
No, there was a situation, and this is what leads me sometimes to feel like gays we're a little messy. My first job, I met another gay man who happened to work there, and like we were in the same like major and things like that. And we were both into fitness and working out and stuff, but I never really like it's not like he was an attractive dude, but like I wasn't. That wasn't where my head was at that point. I'm focused on my trying to graduate and do the things. Like I'm not looking for anything. And I remember like we hung out for my 21st birthday, and I remember he was having a really hard time with his partner who he had been with for years. And
he was in a relationship. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And without going into all the details, he put some very strong feelers out there, and I was like, I'm not about like honestly, I feel like I need to go talk to your partner now, because like it got y'all know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
And I could not, like, so I didn't end up doing anything with that, and it really sucked because we were actually really good friends. We were good friends. We would text, we would like, have dinner and things together. Not anything other than friends though, like at least in my brain.
I am forever that girl. I am forever that girl. At least not in my brain.
At least not in my brain, right? And so I just look back at that and I'm like, man, talk about a red flag. And they weren't even really broken up. They had just gone through a fight or an argument or something. And I think he was all up. Yeah, like, I think he was all up in his feels, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, like, I can't be part of whatever that is," and then after that, it was kind of awkward, and we just kinda stopped talking, and we fell out of touch, and we've never talked again, and I'm like, sometimes like, I think about that every once in a while because I'm like, I actually viewed him as being, like, a good friend, and, like
He did not. He did not.
Yep, yep, and
He
it
wanted
just
you to
got
be his rebound boy.
yeah, and, you know, I wasn't perfect in college, but I had some boundaries, and
That's good.
I'm like, I'm not here to be a homewrecker, like, I'm not doing
Sure.
that.
I have probably ignored more gigantic red flags than not because I'm also like,
God damn it,
it's,
Brittany.
I know,
You're too smart for
I
this.
know, but
Stop it. What are these I gotta know. What
but
tell
I'm like, I ignored many because I can rationalize, like I said, I can rationalize away so many things because everybody's in their own journey. Everybody has their own experiences. People are going to figure it out. So I lean into and accept a lot of things. And so I
Okay, we're gonna
had,
stop doing that.
and this is why I stay home with my cats because it's not even clearly I have a terrible picker.
What are some of these red flags? I gotta know.
So I was with a guy who was still married. They were separated. They lived apart.
Right after I'm like, oh,
I
I'm
know,
a
I know,
oh
I know, I
god.
know. They were separated. They lived apart. And so it's like, and then, and that was true. That was factual, but it was still just such a long, messy process that I was sort of stuck in the middle of, and lots of like, well, I don't want to introduce you to my kids because like they don't really know exactly what's going on with their mom and I. And I was like,
Oh.
sure, because I have kids. I understand. So I put myself into a situation of I wasn't a secret, but I wasn't not a secret.
Mm.
And that went on for a long time. And I think that caused a lot of damage. And we stayed together long after their divorce was finalized and everything like that. And then we would go on trips and things like that. So it didn't stay that way, but I think it caused a lot of damage um, that just continued to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
We aren't
So
meant to be secrets. We're allowed and we're here.
well,
Mm-mm.
and yeah, hello. So I also, and for the record, that man, a great man, a great, good man. Just like there was that, and it probably shouldn't have continued. Um, other one did not have his kid shit tied up nicely, and by nicely, I mean at all.
Oh.
And so ex-wives would show up at the door, kids showed up, all kinds of things. And it was like, I need you to get your shit in order. I need you to take care of this. I need you to do this. And this man was
Get
so
a
good.
custody arrangement. Get something in place. Like we can't just be having people
No.
randomly show up and
No.
do X, Y, and Z. Like what?
Would leave presents in the mailbox for him and stuff. And it was like, what?
Oh my god.
What? Why are people leaving presents in the mailbox for you? I live here. Like red flag. red flags.
Was it even his mailbox?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It was his. Well, at least it was his mailbox. I was like, if it was
Yeah.
your mailbox,
Oh, that's
like...
wild. No, it was his. But like, just that was some wild stuff. But it was like he was so good to me and so good to my kids, and we had such a great time. And it was probably aside from him and his own shit being very untended to, probably just one of the most phenomenal relationships I've ever been in for so many different reasons. But like, you got to take care of your stuff because I, as the single mom, as a mom whose kids don't have a very present or proactive father, I care. I care about that. Take care of your kids. So Yeah, some pretty big red flags, but I was like, yeah, it's fine. We'll stay in these relationships for 3 and 4 years at a time. Like, what? No, that's so here we are. Here we are. That's I go. My therapist knows all these things. Like, I've always processed these things in therapy.
We call it life learning experiences.
Yeah. Have you ever had, I mean, you didn't have a bunch of like super red flags, I guess, but did you ever have friends like warn you about the red flags to be like, hey, Chris, like,
about my own red flags?
Hey, yours, theirs, someone's,
I mean,
just in general.
Personally, I think I am a bright, shining walking green flag. I have no toxic traits. I'm amazing. There's the red flag right there.
He is humble.
You know, with Ryan, outside of the short time we knew each other,
yeah,
like there were no all of my friends, actually, everyone that I introduced him to and told about him, because I mean, quite honestly, that was a pretty big deal, because up until my relationship with Ryan, like I wasn't one of those people that I never really publicly, like, quote, came out or disclosed anything about myself. People would make would guess or try to, like, if you asked me one-on-one, maybe I would talk to you if I felt like you were a good person to talk to, but I never felt like I had to have this big coming out. I'm Chris and I'm gay. I never felt like I had to do that.
Yeah.
And I was always to be quite honest, when I met Ryan, like, I was of the mindset that, like, I'm never going to get married. I just want to have dogs. I'm going to be very successful in my career.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a great social worker. And that's all there is to it. I don't need a partner. I don't want a partner. I don't need all of that. Like, I saw the relationship between my parents and how, like, no, thank you. Want no part of that. And then I go and do this silly thing of, like, falling in love with this guy that I just met at a bar, at the same university, because we both went to the same university. So the only thing in terms of red flags was really, like, just the amount of time we knew each other.
Yeah.
Because my friends, like, all really liked him and adored him. I remember explaining it to my friends. I was like, so I met this person, and I've been in a relationship with them for like 4 months.
We're moving.
And we're moving. And by the way, he's a guy. And honestly, no one, like, surprise, surprise. No one blinked an eye.
I'm sure there was, like, shock and awe across the land.
Everyone's like, what? We can't believe it.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
I'm sure.
That's wild. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, that house was glass, honey. Like, that house was glass.
Nobody is shocked. Like, that's like, yeah.
Here I am, like, stressing out because I'm like, oh, this is such a big deal. It's such a big moment. And everyone's just like, it's about time. Cool. Like, great.
Good job.
Like, honestly, like, if anyone's
Ryan's the green flag. Ryan is the green flag. I mean, I've had plenty of people point out red flags. Like, hey, Brittany, he's married. Hey, Brittany, he won't take you back to his house. What? So, yeah. And you either listen to him or you don't, or you feel like you have your own reasons or not. But I mean, it is what it is.
And here we are.
Right. Here we are. And you know what? Those things, if I'm being honest, those big red flags from those relationships, while maybe being pointed out, I was also already very aware of them. So it's not like it was anybody telling me something that I didn't know. I think in some of my most recent relationship, I had people pointing out other red flags that I wouldn't have thought were red flags, but they were, and I was not noticing that at first. And it ended up being
leaving cabinets open, not changing the toilet paper roll.
Like, just not being able to carry on a conversation and being very, like,
just like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And people people being like, Brittany, like, that's weird. It was never like, hey, that's a red flag. It was like, hey, Brittany, is that not weird? Don't you think it's weird? And I'm like, well, he just doesn't talk as much as I do. And, it's okay. No, it's not okay. No, it's not okay. Because I can make a brick talk back to me. And if I can't make you talk back to me, like,
that's a problem.
If I can have a better conversation with the brick wall, yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. All right. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done because of a crush?
The dumbest thing
I've
ever done because of a crush?
Yeah. I've done insane, crazy girl things. Insane, crazy girl things.
I don't know that I've ever done anything. Honestly, I'm trying. I know you're looking at me like you're fucking lying.
No, I
know you. But like, I'm truly trying to think if there's anything that I've done that's like super crazy for a crush. Because like, honestly, homeboy doesn't catch feelings. Like,
I have such big feelings. I have done crazy girl nonsense. Oh God, it's all really embarrassing too, if we're being honest. I have text people pictures of me and said crush, and like, so that they know that we're like, maybe more than we are, like, hey, so that they back off.
okay.
No, crazy. I have done drive-bys of people's house.
No, you have
to see where they are. Like,
when
they tell me like, oh, I'm busy, I had to go to work or I had to go do this. And they like, somebody had a company car and I was like, this boy just blew me the fuck off and is lying to me. And I legit did a drive-by of his house to see if he actually went to work, to see if his company car was there.
Was it there?
No, he went to work.
God damn it, Brittany.
I know. That's crazy. Like, that's craziness. I've flown to a new state to see them, even if I didn't meet them.
What? Okay, no, because what is it with you all? No, I have so many straight female friends that are like, I'm going to fly off to New York to meet this guy that I've never met, or I'm going to go to California, and I'm like, what the actual fuck?
I've done that.
You're gonna fly to meet someone you've never met before and spend like an entire weekend with them, and like, what?
Yeah.
What? Why?
It was a crush. Also, he left me at the airport, so I had to pivot and make new plans. So, we live and we learn.
That is just so wild. I can't. I'm flat. Why do you? I can't. Someone. So if y'all want to educate me on this topic, feel free to leave some comments, because I would love to know your thought process. Because my mind is just like, would I ever fly across to another state to meet some guy that like let's say we met on Reddit or something, and it's like, oh, we want to meet each other. Like, no, I don't know. I mean, like, I guess it'd be different if they wanted to fly here, but I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, y'all leave some comments. I want to know about this.
All right, we'll circle back. I have some rapid fire red versus green flags.
Oh, okay.
All right. They still have exes that are friends. You can have red flag, green flag. It depends.
Red.
I'm going to say it depends, but I think that the word friend is used very loosely in that, because if you have children together,
okay,
you should have some sort of friendly relationship if there's children involved. If you do not have children together, no.
I'll change mine to depends, but leans red.
Yes. Same. They go to therapy.
Green.
They stop. What did I write? I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, they stop walking in the middle of Costco. Red. Rude.
No, keep going.
Rude. Pull over.
Pull over. Gotta get the Costco police up in here.
Pull over. Like, those
get into your lane.
Those aisles are so wide. If you are stopping in the middle of it and nobody can go around you, you're the problem. And that means you're that inconsiderate problem everywhere in the world.
Like maybe someone else wanted to buy some eggs today. Like, can you get out of the way?
Move? Get out of the way. They don't want to get married.
Depends. I don't, because some people don't like, I guess if I'm looking at from a personal perspective, if Ryan were to die or anything were to happen, like I would not get married again.
That's false. We've already talked about it. You're marrying me.
Oh, that's true. That's
and
true.
And it's already
true.
Already in stone. It's fine.
So I think it depends. I don't think that's necessarily a red or a green flag. I think there's a situational context.
Situational. I think you're right. Because I also, like, if I sat here today, I'd be like, no, I wouldn't get married again. Do I think that that's a red flag? No. Yeah. I think it's a cautious flag. I think it's like a yellow flag. But I've been married.
It's like stop, go. We don't know.
We don't know. I've been married twice. I'm not rushing back into it. I like my independence. I think it's going to be a very special type of human being. And if that human being shows up on my doorstep, cool. If they don't, I don't have time for that. I don't care. What about they split the bill on the first date?
You know, honestly, because I'm more of an independent mindset, like that to me, that's neither. I'm kind of like yellow, I guess. Like if you agree to that, great. Like I don't need someone to pay for me. Like I'll pay for my damn self.
I could see that. I could also see my answer being different on that any particular day of the week. Like
depends on my mood. Honestly, yeah, circle back. Depends on my mood.
I just think that like there are times in life where I'm like, oh no, I'm an independent girly. I don't need any of this. I don't go out if I don't have money to pay for myself to go out. Like there's those types of pieces. And then there's other things that I'm like, I don't want chivalry to be dead. I don't want to be barefoot in the kitchen and pregnant, but I don't want chivalry to be dead. I want you to do nice things, pick up a bill, open a door, like be kind. So, I feel like that depending on who you get into that conversation with is very, very debatable. But I think that it depends. They still live with their parents. Given the age that I'm at, red flag.
Actually, I'm gonna give the Gen Z answer to this. I'm gonna say that's a green flag. Like you're using your resources and you're saving money. Like you know what? That's fine. I don't care. Quite frankly, in this economy, I would be shocked if you weren't living with your parents. So you know what? Green.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think I'd be curious about those dynamics. Like, why is it that way? Are your parents old? Do they need help being cared for?
Yeah, like what if they're like a good child, like caring for their parents?
Yeah. And then like you said, like resources and whatnot, but also I don't think that you should have to ask permission from your parents to go out or to like you are grown. You want company, have company. You want to go out, go out. Like, why are we asking our parents? Like, grow up. And also cut the apron strings, mom. Like mom should not at this point in time in life be being like, why didn't you ask me for permission?
Ugh.
Ew. Pass. They leave one sip in the carton.
I do that.
I know.
It drives right.
One sip in the champagne bottle, I could have died.
I do that a lot. I do that with milk. I do that with orange juice. Like
red flag. Red flag.
I think it. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's like good. Like I'm just kind of like, it doesn't really bother me.
I mean, I'm not getting divorced over it, but yeah, like it's annoying. Yeah. They don't have any close friends of their own. Red flag. I have dated 2 people that did not have close friends of their own, and how quickly I became the center of somebody's world. And
the
as
codependency.
As a full-blown Leo, you would think that I would love to be the center of somebody's world. But as a person in healing, I know that codependency is not cute at all. Get a hobby, get a friend, take care of yourself. Like, you don't need only my friends, as adorable
you
as
need to have more than just your partner. Like, you need to be able to have outside relationships and friendships and connections.
Yes. All right. Finish the sentence. I think people are attracted to unhealthy relationships because
they're lonely.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a sad, depressing answer, but I think we have a loneliness epidemic in the world right now because of
lonely. I think it's unhealthy. Like, I think people are attracted to unhealthy relationships because they too are also unhealthy. So lonely, unhealthy. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. What's one relationship lesson you learned the hard way?
That in a relationship is truly a partnership. And I say that as someone who, like, yes, I have siblings, but because of all of my history and my age and things like that, like, kind of grew up as an only child. And even though I have several siblings, and because they're all older than me, so I've never had to share anything. I didn't even used to like to share toothpaste with Ryan. I'm not going to lie. We would have separate toothpaste. I'm like, don't use my stuff.
Oh, interesting.
I'm like, yeah, it took me a long time. We share toothpaste now. We do. And things like that. But like, it just, like, Ryan has had to work with me on, like, this isn't just about you. This is about us. This is a household. Because even things financially, when we talk about debts and stuff, sometimes I default to, well, my student loans. And he'll be like, no, our student loans, because your debt is my debt. And I'm like,
green flag.
I'm like, is it? Like,
Ryan is so great.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, and that's, I'll be honest, like, that's led us to some hard conversations, and like, it's still something that's hard for me because I think and this is probably just trauma, but I always default to, no one is going to care for me or advocate for me better than me. And when you're in a marriage or a partnership, a relationship, whatever that looks like, that requires you to be vulnerable and take that little bit of a risk that, like, your other person, like, they got you.
Yeah.
And so, like, just hard, not in that it's caused any bad things, but just hard in that it's something that I've literally had to learn and rewire my brain on, because I came from a mindset of, I don't want anyone. I want to be independent. I wasn't even planning on getting into a serious relationship until I met Ryan. So it's like, it's been a lot of learning.
Lots of learning. I think, what did I have to learn? I've learned so many things the hard way. Clearly, I am a fan of learning things the hard way. I would say that my biggest lesson involves, oh, geez, so many lessons. Life has taught me so many things.
Don't get on a plane for someone you've never fucking met.
Hey, would I do it again? I don't know. Do I regret it?
What?
No.
What do you mean you don't know? I can't.
I don't know.
I can't. I cannot.
I don't know that I would go do it again, but I don't regret it. So,
you were left at an airport.
And I pivoted and went and had a fantastic weekend in Nashville instead with my friends. And so zero regrets.
Okay.
Anyways, I think I've learned a lot about not letting somebody dull your shine, but also learning where that balance is as well. Because I think on the one hand, when people are like, you're too much, you're too this, you're too that, it feels very damaging to you as a person. And so then it is very normal to almost go to the extreme and be like, absolutely not. You're going to accept me hands down, no matter what, the way that I am. And neither of those polar opposites are accurate, right? You really have to learn where everybody falls in the middle. You have to learn what works for other people. You have to be able to meet people where they are as well, and expect that they're going to meet you where you are. So I've learned a lot about communication, and that we just need to have these chats. We need to be able to tell people like, hey, this is how that landed on me, or this doesn't work for me, or please give me a minute when I first get home from work to decompress, and when I come back out, then I'm ready. Don't take it personal. This is a me thing, and I don't want it to become a you thing, right? Like, we also have
100%.
to learn. We have to learn ourselves. And so really getting to know yourself in the most intimate kind of way so that you can advocate for yourself to another person so that they can in turn be like, oh, I got you. So communication and
communication is always key.
Always key.
That's why a lot of relationships fail, honestly, is just communication style.
And get to know you. Get to know yourself really, really, really well. All right. Well, that was fun. I hope I can fix all of our sound editing issues and splice 2 pieces of episode together.
I believe in you.
Oh God, I love that you believe in me so much. New episodes come out every single Monday on all streaming platforms. Don't forget to follow all social medias, like, follow, subscribe, engage.
All the things.
And until next week, don't be afraid to be great. Toodles, poodles, bye.
Bye.
I'm like, say bye.